With Kanata believing his girls are ready to win ranked matches, our underdog team is beaming with confidence, and Kanata the same when Yuri is here to check out his progress with the girls. Make sure you eat your words later. Who would have guessed? E601 lost. The losing streak continues. You were saying, Kanata. Lastly, Freon seems to have gotten permission to accelerate the Sky Wizards training program with more realistic fights for their academy tournament. E601 continues their training as usual. But even with simulated devil beetles made out of balloon, they're having a hard time. Especially Riko is too busy admiring herself to help. Freon talks to Chloe and her team and confirms they did not destroy the new Chimera. As she heard it was Kanata, he said his girls were the one who took it down and in exchange they be let off the hook for destruction of public property. Of course she rejected this notion and is now considering disbanding E601 as punishment. This means firing Kanata. Yuri strongly supports this move as she feels a traitor is in no position to train others. There is also a Mistgun tournament coming up whereby all teams with the exception of S-ranked are allowed to participate. Thanks to the tantalizing prizes, you can bet everybody is starting to win this tournament and bask in glory. Kanata is called to Freon's office and is being told of his dismissal. He keeps his cool and isn't cowed by this threat, because everybody can think what they want about them. All he needs to prove are only to his girls, so he makes her a deal. If his team wins the tournament, everybody must acknowledge them. Of course the girls eavesdrop bits and pieces on this and it sends them into gloomy mode. Gloomy or not, they still have to continue their training. Freon brings Chloe and her team to a special building where a team of scientists and engineers experiment with devil beetle samples. She is doing so because Chloe is against the tournament as it only serves to agitate rivalries. Real is very pleased to meet them, especially Yuri. But no time for chatter as Freon wants to show them the sample. It seems somebody picked up this Chimera part. It can regenerate infinitely. Think of the possibilities it can be used for medical science. But Freon's concern is that with the enemy evolving, they do not have enough manpower for this and thus the need for the tournament. The teams are picking out who they will face in the tournament bracket. Thankfully E601 got another fellow E-ranked. Kanata wonders why Yuri is here as she is S-ranked. I guess she is here to brag about her ranked team that she has become an instructor of. Due to the bracket, they will only face each other in the finals. Well, I guess you know what to do. Kanata makes a bet with Yuri that if she loses, she'll join his team. Fine, she's that confident of not losing. Kanata's girls hear for the first time about what the disbandment condition. Nothing to worry. All they have to do is win all their matches, right? They go all the way. They don't even have that confidence. 3 years ago, Yuri watched Kanata's D-ranked team that includes Chloe and Lloyd defeat an A-ranked team. She was impressed, and since Kanata once helped her before and needs to repay the favor, he invited her to join them. Currently there is an assailant assaulting Sky Wizards, so the S-ranked teams are to go on special patrol duty. Kanata somehow ruined the conversation when he eavesdropped on this and starts teasing about Yuri's personality. E601 is in training and it seems they are helter-skelter as Kanata has devised a new formation. But Riko calmly analyzes the situation and then plays psychology to give out orders on how to fight the enemies effectively. Yuri's A227 team is also here to take part in the training. Why do I feel that she just wants to show off in Kanata's face and demoralize his team? But he is nowhere near pushing the panic button. Even with this ambiguous answer that becoming a single fighting unit the answer will present itself, it is enough for Yuri to even worry. Then we have this ambiguous sex scene of Kanata and Riko. Heads up, he's just massaging her shoulders. What do you expect? After school, Kanata waits for Yuri and wants to have a word with her. His girls see this and Misora gets this brilliant idea to tell him to find his weakness. Really, that's the reason. Spying at them at the cafe, with Riko and Lekti deducing Kanata is trying to console his girlfriend who is currently in the slump with this date, this sends ringing alarm bells to Misora. Girlfriend, date. Oh, the two most devastating words to her. How about losing her appetite for that? Kanata has read Yuri's recent interview in a magazine that she is only interested in people who are stronger than her. In other words, the person she is interested now and the only one stronger than her is Chloe. Without confirming or rejecting, Yuri gets straight to the point that Kanata should quit being an instructor to those losers. She hates those girls, doesn't she? Yes, she does. They don't belong at this academy. In that case, Kanata points out he and Chloe would be the same too. Long ago, Chloe had trouble flying decently and was branded a failure. Didn't know that, did you? Meanwhile, Lloyd has discovered a pattern in the assailant's attack. All victims are males using melee weapons, with the first victim being E-ranked, followed by D-ranked and the recent one C-ranked. Guess who is next? True enough, some B-ranked dude gets beaten up and the assailant is disappointed this is all he's got. I know we can guess who this mysterious attacker is, but instead of leaving it to the future episodes to be announced, they unveil him as real. Not surprised. He is obsessed that he will become stronger and win Yuri's heart. Lecty talks to Kanata about some of the new training methods he came up for them. It's good to have some variety, but she thinks this is not helping Misora at all. So how does Kanata solve this? Oh dear, it's that maid job again. I guess this will always happen if she starts having low confidence. Continuing their battle training, Lecty, who is now positioned as the rear guard as opposed to the vanguard position that she always played, has opened her eyes and understands why this position is as important as any other. It makes her realize what it is to be a team. Kanata passes her and pats her head. Why does Misora look so worried? So she complains to Mr. Instructor that she is being left behind. She won't be getting stronger at this rate. His answer for teamwork improvement. The girls have to clean this dirty room together. Oh Kanata. Meanwhile, a ranked sky wizard is seen hospitalized. Now all that's left is Kanata sees Yuri and again teases her. We just love to see her flustering personality. No. They talk about how Kanata made her switch from using a sword to spear because of some bad habit. He notes her stubbornness has gotten her this far since there was not much he could teach her in the first place then. Although she still remembers his non-battle lesson of never giving up, there is still one last thing he needs to teach her, and as long as she has that, she'll be fine without him. Why is he doing this? Because she is his precious. Oh great. The assailant is here to ruin it all. Yuri thinks she can handle this all by herself, but he is too fast and quickly falls back to her bad habits. Then he uses some advanced wind-slashing move on her. This is his way of giving his love. WTF. Aren't you hurting her? Weren't you going to cut off her head with that move? Till Kanata steps in and show who's boss. After being lectured that speed is all he's got, the assailant calls it a day. But he leaves Yuri with a parting gift. A punch in the gut. WTF. This guy is really twisted in his love. Back in his room, Real is cursing that Kanata always gets in his way. He hears voices in his head to use the power to grant his wish. E601 has finished cleaning the room, and Kanata has the guts to bring back an unconscious and clothes all messed up Yuri to them. As expected, they accuse him of the beast he is. He knew this was coming anyway. Is he trying to provoke something in his harem? Kanata's reason of bringing Yuri to their room can't be brining her back to his, right? You can't blame her for screaming her head off when she finds she is totally naked. Although the girls undressed her, Kanata unfortunately saw a bit of her skin. He makes the right choice by running away. The girls chat with each other as Yuri finds out they are living together here as instructed by Kanata. They seem to be getting along fine with their conversation till Kanata returns to hand Yuri a good luck charm he got from the cream puff vendor. Why? Because he cares for her. How can he say that with a straight face? Why not? Better than beating around the bush. Yuri thanks them for the hospitality but still fires a warning shot that the next time they meet in the tournament, it will be the end of them. We'll see about that. The girls start their first night together by cooking, and because Lecty and Rico are quite good, this makes Misora feel she is useless. When the heater machine isn't working, Misora thought she could use some brute magic force to fix it, but you know, things like that always end up making it worse. Then in the public bath, when they compliment her bronze, Misora took it as an insult and lashes out at them like as though they don't care about winning before realizing she overstepped her boundaries. Now it is all gloom and doom for her, so leave it to Kanata to give her some words of encouragement. So when it is their turn to fight in the tournament, Misora rushes in thinking she needs to be strong to protect her team but got owned. Her teammates come to her rescue and continue fighting in her stead. Misora takes a good look at her surroundings and remembers Kanata's words and those of her pals. What she really needs is the trust of her friends. Believe in them. She gets her confidence back and fires her strike blaster to take out her enemies all at once. That's right. They win. Sorry, Freon. Looks like your hopes of disbanding this loser team and that traitor will have to wait. Oh, and Real is getting crazier as he injects himself with some enhancement serum to get his eternal love for Yuri. Freon thought they just got lucky and they'll lose in the next round. Wow, they must be pretty damn lucky to reach the finals, eh? I think Freon puts up some insurance by announcing in the article about E601's disbandment so Kanata won't make up excuses to get out of it. E601 trains hard on the night before their final match, reminiscing times with Kanata. On the day of the finals, the stadium is jam-packed and there are also live cameras. Nervous. Just when it looked like the entire crowd supports A227, at least there is a team that lost to them supports E601. And so the match begins, but the crowd is left wondering how boring it is since E601 keeps running away. There is a clear difference between their abilities. If this was a paid match, I'm sure they'll be shouting for their money back. I guess when you're this confident, Yuri starts being the commentator why her team will win as well as her joy to see his schemes crushed. The tables are turned when Misora makes a feigned strike blaster move, and this irks her counterpart. Now that she feels insulted, she can't think clearly and will overreact. Kanata, who has been quiet all the time, it's his turn to be the commentator. In the end, Misora catches the enemy by surprise and blasts them out with strike blaster. It should have been a happy ending for this big upset win if not for somebody hijacking the system and announcing everyone to take shelter as there is an incoming air raid. As the spectators rush out and the stadium locked down, it is deduced somebody is trying to clear the stadium. No prizes for guessing that Real is the one behind this. He is going to claim his love since he is now the strongest. So he believes. You think Yuri wants to make love to this creepy guy. Kanata gets in the way yet again. However, he gets injured in the short bout. Yuri tries to attack him, but her sword got broken. That kind of face, you want to make love with this girl. Look how petrified her face is. Thankfully, he is yet again interrupted. This time by Misora's strike blaster. Actually, she wanted to fire a warning shot but overpowered it. Any normal human would have died. That's right. Real is no ordinary human, so to say. Real's skin now transforms into that of a devil beetle. His insanity increases as he grabs Yuri, all in the name of love. When he disposes of E601, this makes Kanata mad. His dark aura is now visible. Real recognizes this aura that he has been chosen by the devil beetles. Kanata sympathizes that he fell victim to those whispers. Real reveals that this aura means the devil beetles have acknowledged his power and this is some sort of blessing from them. This is perhaps the reason why Kanata have gone rogue, because imagine what will happen if the public finds out that he has been blessed by the enemy. While being distracted to kill Kanata, E601 returns to free Kanata and Yuri. However, Real's body can regenerate. He targets Yuri, but Kanata uses his body to protect her and gets stabbed. Now isn't the time to be sad or get mad. E601 maintains their cool and calm thinking. They still haven't forgotten about Kanata's lesson to never give up. Despite throwing all they've got, he is still invincible. However, Kanata isn't panicking because this is all part of the plan to make him think they're weak and he'll let his guard down. When Real again targets Yuri, she stabs him with her spear. Not just any ordinary spear. With a few mumbo-jumbo lines, this spear has the ultimate technology to fight Chimera. His body takes some permanent damage. Yuri offers an olive branch to him to stop. But since he won't and is going to target and kill Kanata, she knew this would happen and throws her spear at him. Thank goodness he is down for good this time. In the aftermath, it is officially stated that a student under stress was the cause of the bombing. Kanata refuses to take any credit and instead insists Yuri was the one who defeated Real. Before you start harping Freon as a BTCH for not going to honor her words of promoting E601 to C rank, it is because this was enough just to cancel their debts of destroying the city and stuffs. What about the other cool prizes? You mean this junk? Well, it was destroyed during the mayhem. I guess the only thing they really got is the crystal prize. The girls lament their hard work was for nothing, but Kanata congratulates them for working hard and winning the tournament. And if you remember, there is one more promise to make good of. Kanata introduces their new member, Yuri. She'll be joining them in training as of today. Kanata snatches her cake she intended for celebration. He opens it and realizes too late why she wanted to celebrate alone. It has the big words "I love you" printed on it. This is Kanata remember which one of them she loves. Oh, you silly, couldn't you guess? Now you made her run out in embarrassment. This is the end of the video, so please watching all of my anime recap series. Thanks for watching.